Ready? Ready? 5 seconds. Mr. Vice Chairman, I rise to speak with a deep sense of anguish and a deep sense of helplessness. What can you say about the atrocities against women in a country like ours? Even yesterday, we saw scenes in both the houses. All over the country, people are up in arms when there is a suggestion, when there is an amendment to suspend Article 21 of the Constitution of India. All over the country, people are up in arms, people are objecting, people are talking from rooftops about the precious right to life and the precious right to liberty. And yet, in the same country, when you take a woman and burn her, you will be defended in the name of religion. In this background, even to talk about atrocities against women is an exercise in futility, and the only thing that is worse than the atrocities against women is to give up, is not to speak about it and not to fight against it. And sir, this is the only reason why I am here today, at least to show that as far as women are concerned, however helpless we may be, however hopeless we may be, and however much the people may refuse to look at the problems, we will still fight till the last, till the end, to protect our own rights, because we know for sure that nobody else is going to protect our rights. Sir, I also want to express my anguish over the speeches that were made just before me. Sir, the Honorable Lady Member spoke. This is the tragedy of the situation. The Honorable Lady Member who spoke said so much about the atrocities that were being committed against women. Sir, I am not holding any brief for any government or for any political party. The men who commit these crimes, the men who commit these wrongdoings, the society under the patriarchal system that reinforces these wrongdoings are there because of the patriarchal system, not because of any government. This is the tragedy that we attempt to trivialize the serious issue of problems relating to women. The Honorable Lady Member referred to Mr. Rajiv Gandhi's government. I want to ask her whether under any other government no atrocities against women took place. I am a woman first, and I will defend to my last breath the rights of women. One more thing I would like to say about what she has said before I go on to the main speech which I want to make on this subject. The Honorable Lady Member referred to the budget. I only want to place it on record that this is not a shameful thing that the price of sindoor has been lowered. It may be she agrees with it, may be that she does not agree with it. Many women do use it or do not use it. but merely because the price of sindoor has been reduced, you cannot say that it is an insult to women. It is not an insult to women. Secondly, sir, the budget does have a provision by which women's cooperatives have been given certain exemptions, and there are certain provisions by which the government has shown that it is its desire to reduce the conditions of women and to uplift the cause of women, to promote the cause of women. Therefore, it is not as if there is anything special about it, and I certainly take serious objection to what the Honorable Lady Member has said, that is, that lowering the price of sindoor is an insult to women. I take pride in applying sindoor and take strong objection to her statement, and I refute it. It is not a political issue at all, and the issue is entirely different. Sir, time and again in this house, outside the house, on public platforms, in rallies, in women's groups, demands are made and demonstrations are held, laws are passed and jokes are written. Even our colleagues say in the lobbies here, today it is Women's Day. You must speak about women's issues and all the women should get together. But the tragedy is that nothing has been done and the situation remains just the same, and there is absolutely no relief of any kind to the lot of women. Sir, the first point that I wish to make very specifically is that we have so much of legislation, and in fact there is an abundance and overabundance of legislation, but all this legislation is only on paper. I say this because as long as there is no implementation, as long as there is no effective implementation of this legislation, as long as you do not bridge the gap between the government and the people, between the legislature and the people, all this legislation is not worthy the paper that it is written upon. I want to quote only a very simple example. These laws are followed more in their breach than in their observance.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.